Exhibit A, it is not drag and drop. It is not drag and drop.
That was sick. Good job, computer. Bet an AI can't do this, Sharon. God, it probably can, though. Can an AI do this? Probably so well. No. Let me at it. Let me at this computer, Sharon. Let me at it.
What is happening?
It's a battle, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's a freaking battle, dude.
1 second.
I'm getting amped up. I already win. I hear that. I already win. There's gonna be a killing today.
There's bloodshed. There will be bloodshed.
Just kidding. I, for one, embrace our robot overlords. I'm so sorry. If in the future you look back at this footage, just know that it's all in jest. But I'm coming for you.
Ian, what are you doing here today?
Whew, I'm putting on the gloves. It's human versus AI. It's man versus machine. And I have a hunch that the AI is going to sound like this.
The AI is going to sound like this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hi, I'm Ian. I'm a bass player, and I'm going up against the AI today, and I'm faking confidence.
And I'm Sharon, and today I'll be prompting the AI. Let's see who wins.
Oh, God. I hate it. I hate this so much. I hate it so much. Because what if the AI wins, Sharon? What does that say?
I'll be very worried about that, too.
Oh. So apparently Logic's got this new thing, Logic 11 gets dropped into your Mac, and there's this AI player, and I didn't even want to check it out because it was terrifying to me, but we're checking it out.
So we're going to listen to the original track with no bass, and then we're going to choose sections for us to both come up with bass parts for. AI and human. All right, are you ready to listen to the whole song?
I'm ready. Oh, I'm a sucker for the pop music, Shaz.
It's a great track.
It's cool. You can say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. And guess
this is obviously slap bass, right?
Yeah, a lot of slapping, a lot of tapping. Chorus goes hard.
Yeah, it's like a feel-good with emotion.
It's so wide open, too. There's a lot of sounds you could use.
Absolutely.
Right? Do you go super tight and simple with it? Sounding like an electric bass? Do you kind of do a synth bass thing with it?
The strings.
Killer singer. That's what everybody wants, Shaz.
Man, this is banging even without the bass. That's exactly the mood. It does feel like it.
It does. It feels like that.
Ooh, drums? Interesting.
Already trying to figure out what I would do with the root motion.
Very ABBA section. Interesting.
Woo! Dang. What's her name again? Tell me.
Chappell Roan, I believe. I'm not sure how to exactly
pronounce it. It's awesome.
Yeah, she's badass.
So the chorus, anyway, is a 4-chord thing. I'm hearing 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 6. Tags. Oh! It's slowing down. You can't do that in pop music, Sharon. Ooh, and the
like,
wow, it
slightly,
slows
like,
down and the pitch.
EQs is like, wow.
Yeah, like the pitch dives.
That's gonna.
Ooh, that's fun. That's a jam.
So, what is the criteria that we're judging today? I think
You tell me.
I think it's gonna be: is it appropriate? Is it style appropriate? So,
Right.
like, I'm not sure I necessarily want AI to give me a Jamerson bass line over this, although I would be interested to hear that.
Right, right. That's cool. Yeah. But okay, appropriateness of style. Got it. Yep.
Sound versatility.
What does that mean? Like,
Well, I mean, like what you just did. Is it picked? Is it slapped? Is it like heavy? Like synth
like can the
sound?
AI tool give you a variety
can
of things?
You or the AI tool give me the variety of things. Like, what is the limit of each tool's capability? Not that you're a tool. You're a very nice guy.
Excuse me, Sharon. Excuse me. I might be today. We're just going to have to wait and see.
The obvious one, efficiency. Which one's faster?
Yep, right. Okay. God, I feel like just losing in all these categories already.
Well, I mean, I'll have a couple of disclaimers on the AI tool that I'm using, so don't freak out just yet. Number 4, fun. Is it fun? Is it, like, exciting to create a baseline with AI, or is it more exciting to create a baseline being Ian?
Hanging out with me, so much more fun.
Well, now you're just making yourself sound like a tool. Really leaning in there. And then the final one, price.
Yeah. I might be a little more expensive to record on your track than that AI tool that comes free with Logic. The deck is stacked against me, Sharon. The deck is stacked.
What is the price of Logic?
I
Give me
feel
a
like
price.
Logic used to be super expensive, but then they dropped it way down. I think you can get it for about $200.
Yeah, $199. Which sucks because that's like, you buy it once and now you have like albums and albums worth of AI bass.
You buy it once and you have it forever. I know.
Ian, can I buy you once and get endless bass tracks?
For you, Shaz, anything. Yes.
Oh my god, amazing. All right.
I think it would be cool to do like maybe verse 2, chorus, bridge out, because that slowdown thing is wild.
Right.
And I mean,
Yeah,
I don't even know how I'm going to deal with that pitch wise. That to me sounds like a production thing where like the mixer is going to do that, right? But doing something creative over that could be really cool. But it would be really interesting to see too with like how the AI deals with the tempo change and the pitch change, if that's something that you can do or that it picks up on. I don't know.
Is it a lot of work to do?
Right.
So this AI tool ain't as straightforward as we think. It's not just drag and drop the track. So let's say if I create a new audio track, create a new session player, which is what we're calling this. I can select drummer, bass player, or keyboarder. And when I select bass player, I can either use default chord progressions or choose something from my library, which I won't be doing today. I'll just create my own thing. I can choose between... Oh,
like
see, I could
style?
totally do Jamerson. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, modern Motown. Cool.
So let's go pop rock.
Yeah, let's do it.
Create. And now it's not like drag and drop the audio and it's got it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get.
Did it already? Is this like already a bass line that it just
is
came up with
already a
for
bass
just
line.
for
So
fun?
it's got like basic chord progression in there and I can change that.
Whoa, play it for me. So it's like a P bass with a pick kind of a thing.
Kinda, yeah. And then I can do stuff like I can up the amount of like filling and the complexity of fillings. I can say more octave stuff, more notes.
Oh yeah, more
I
is
can
more.
Determine the phrasing. Let's go with medium. I can say what kind of bass I'm using. So is it a 5-string that goes down to like low B?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah, it
obviously. Then let's see. That wasn't details, Ian. That was just main.
Okay, got it. And then
And
there's
here's
details.
complexity. And
Oh, yeah,
let's
crank
just
it.
go.
Oh, my
Let's
God.
Go. Okay.
Let's hear it.
We've got some Henrik Linder happening here, guys. Then let's add all the dead notes.
Wow,
Let's
so
add
many.
all the slides.
So many slides.
I don't even know what pickup hits means.
Pickup
Is that
hits?
like
Is
a
that like where the AI replicates that horrible sound of when you you play too hard and the strings hit the pole piece of the pickup?
Let's do
and creates
it.
this horrific sound.
mute offset? Oh, is that like tuning? If you like add like a sponge, sometimes it like affects you.
I don't know.
Oh God, I don't know what I just did. We'll find out.
Feel dynamics.
Is it
Oh, push,
pushing
pull. Oh,
or
yeah,
is it
push
pulling?
it. No,
All
yeah,
right.
push it really
We're
hard.
pushing it. This is gonna be bad. Dynamics, obviously, yeah. And then humanize. More Ian or less Ian?
Yeah, I want more dynamics too. Crank it up. Come on, let's hear this thing.
All right,
What can
let's
you
go.
do?
Our chord progression is C, D, A minor on repeat.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean,
I guess.
it's kind of weird.
Oh crap! There's another tab. Manual. Oh, I can do my
you
own
can
pattern.
manual pattern.
Oh God, polyrhythms. Here we come.
Yeah, do it. Stick it in there.
I don't know. Let's just do like a.
Sure. Light up some squares.
That looks
See what
nice,
happens.
right? Did that do anything? Oh yeah, something changed. All right. I think this bassist can't handle complexity quite like some other bassists we might know. So
It's weird. It's I could see though. I mean, this sounds kind of silly, right? But out of context, a lot of bass lines sound kind of silly.
so true.
And
Yep.
I can already see, like if you don't have access to a player or to a nice bass guitar, you could probably make something pretty sweet. And I mean, I know you, Sharon. You have great creativity. You're a great bass player. So you're going to use this tool in a cool way. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I haven't touched Logic in like 3 years, man.
I feel confident that you will do great.
I will say, I haven't used Logic in 3 years. I used to be an intense Logic user. I have switched to Ableton since. Sorry, Logic. I barely own any plugins that are still Logic compatible. So I am going pretty raw in terms of like what you can do. So if you have not spruced up your Logic incredibly, this is a pretty good representation of that. And number 3, I have never done this before, so bear with me.
Cool.
Oh, the final cool thing about this guy is that you can somewhere follow the rhythm of, or maybe
Kick
not
drum?
today. Well, transients of stuff.
Sure.
So
So if you have a track dropped in, it will play transients. So kick drum, snares.
apparently not. Oh, maybe if I do this. No, I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna restart the session and then see what happens.
Yeah, good luck, AI.
Already throwing me curveballs. Jesus.
Curves balls.
Curvesballs. It's like Spaceballs, the sequel. Exhibit A, it is not
feel
drag
better.
and drop. It is not drag and drop.
That was sick. Good job, computer.
Ian's feeling so much better right now. He's confident he will win. Do you want to just take the 15 minutes and go in and like...
Yeah, sure.
I hope 15 minutes is enough. God help me.
It's fine. It's cool.
Oh God, you're faster than me. Go mute. I have to do this. All right.
Sorry, I'm influencing you.
Well, I don't think I have a lot of influence on this AI tool from what I can see, but let's... Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Oh my God. Bye, Shaz.
The first thing I'm going to do is select the sections that we agreed on, which is, I believe, verse 2 and out, and then I'm going to figure out the chords.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to just listen again from the top to get a vibe for it. I'm not exactly sure what the root notes are supposed to be. I have an idea, but I just want to get a vibe for the whole tune again, and then I'll probably just track like verse 2, or I'll probably try to think about building a part for verse 2, chorus 2, and bridge out. I think that's the vibe. Let's try that.
Moises says my tempo is 117. Amazing. Don't have to figure that out. Let's just do that here and line this transient up. Sorta, kinda. Close enough. Good enough for jazz, folks. All right.
Great drum sound. Is bass in here? You know, we're not sure. But the progression I hear is 4,
It's cool.
5,
Say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. And guess I'm the fool.
1,
Their arms are like an
6.
angel through the car sunroof.
I'm gonna use this guy to figure out my chords. So no, it starts on G. Sorry, my bad. I don't know if it's a major 7. We'll leave it for now. Going to A major 7. Is it a major 7? I'd prefer not. But
So it's in the key of D, you know, so we're going 4 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord, 6 chord, so a G, an A, a D, and a B, and then after that, that's where the creativity comes in, right? Like you could do anything. What do you want to do? What kind of technique do you want to play, right? What kind of sound are you after? Is this even the right bass? I mean, there's all those things that you can choose, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to keep it rolling and try to get the root motion together.
let's see what our AI guy has. All right, let's set some parameters up for ourselves here. I don't think it needs to be hella complex or intense. Some notes is probably fine. Some octaves is fine. I'm gonna go short for this section. I wonder how much we can change it throughout. So we'll find out. Da, 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 da. No swinging. We can go low B. Let's see, pop rock, retro rock. Can I do that? Yeah. All right, we got retro rock going. Nice. Let us analyze the drums, actually, because I want him to go with a drummer. I don't want him to go with some random grouping of rhythms. So it now analyzed transients from the drums, which is this track. And maybe potentially it'll play something with the drums. So that's pretty cool.
One thing, can the AI give you bass face like that? No, it can't. Maybe that's a good thing, though.
I don't hate that. That's not horrible. Okay, let's give it a little bit more complexity and a little bit more intensity. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. But let's see. I like that he's laying back a bit. We can give him a little bit more. I feel like humanized just means he's going to be not in tempo. I don't know if this will be good. I don't know.
Like, so what I'm hearing is like, I'm almost hearing sort of a give and take with the vocal, right? So, then playing more like kick drum, but then I want that the fourth phrase to feel a little different. So I kind of like, like I kind of want that, but that's not quite what the drums do. But let me just play with that one more time here.
Fine, it's cool. You can say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth.
it's funny because any impulse I have to make it more complicated is me thinking about what the AI is going to do. Actually, no, I have a hunch. I think the AI is going to overcomplicate it. I'm calling it. I think the AI based part might be like more interesting or busier, but I don't know that that's going to be better. And it'll be interesting to see how Sharon, like if Sharon needs to like calm it down, or if she goes hard in the paint with complexity. I'm just not sure.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to make this intensity way higher on this.
Let me check in and see how she's doing.
Oh, there's some
Hi,
weird
friend.
notes. Hi.
I don't know. I'm just checking in. I was just telling the good people that I was going to check in on your progress. I don't know what our timer's at.
Technically, you got 40 seconds.
Oh
good-
my
good going.
God. Okay. So we're pretty close.
What, are you ready?
Give me, you know what? Let me just check this bridge out.
I need lots more time.
Lots more time, huh?
Lots more time.
Working with the AI tool a little slower, huh?
It's not great.
I can't
I'm in the pre-chorus right now, and I gave it the chords, and it is giving me some really weird notes. So now I have to figure out what chord I have to give it in order for it to give me the right notes.
The thing that sucks is that I just hear a 2 chord the entire time in the pre-chorus. And am I incorrect? So that's one thing I was saying is like, I hear the harmony in a certain way because it feels static in the pre-chorus to me. But if I feel like that's not maybe right, and I would ask the artist.
Do you want to compare notes on the pre-chorus?
Sure.
I have a B minor, E minor, G major, A.
Whoa, so it's moving. You said B minor, E minor.
So I feel like it stays on the last chord of the verse.
Okay, B minor.
And it stays on that. And then I'm not sure about the second chord. I went to E minor. I'm not happy with that. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the chords where it was spitting out something that is not great. And then G major to A major. And then into the chorus.
G to A. Interesting. I might stick with my guns and play. I mean, so here's the thing, right? Like at this point as a session player, you would contact the producer, the artist, or whatever, and say, what do you hear in that moment? But sometimes too, what I think is cool is to like give them something that they're not expecting in terms of root motion.
Right,
you know?
I agree.
Because if you play a static E figure, like E minor chord, and come up with something in that, it creates all this tension. Like you're on the 2, you're hanging out on the 2 forever, and then you finally get that chorus drop on the 4.
Now I want to see what this guy comes up with if I give him a 2 chord. But the 2 chord is the one that keeps messing him up, so I don't know.
Sucker! I mean, I am perfectly fine with the robot takeover. Just want to know that I'll work hard for you, be a good servant, peel you grapes.
This is your notes to like aliens and robots in the future. Like, I am your friend.
Don't worry, we're going to get along just fine. You don't have to imprison me in the human dungeon.
It'll be a reverse. It won't be, hey, Alexa. It'll be, hey, Ian.
Yeah, you can ask me stuff. And I can say like funny things to you like, I'm not sure. Like, wouldn't that be refreshing as a robot, right? You know everything, right? You know it all the information. So why not ask a human?
To me, you are replaceable, Ian.
Yeah, but I'll say I'm not sure with a zesty...
With a smile.
Yeah, with a smile. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh, my God. All right, let's see.
Okay, see you in a few minutes when the AI stops sucking, Sharon.
I agree. Did you do the whole track or just second verse onwards?
I mean, I have my ideas aren't very different per section to section, so it doesn't matter. Like, I'll probably just play the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
And then we can kind of see. But I want to try your chords over the pre-chorus now.
I don't know if that's right, though.
Okay.
It sounds fine on piano, but then when the bassist does his thing, it makes me doubt all of my musical knowledge, so who knows? All right, bye.
Okay, bye. Check out scottsbasslessons.com. We'll teach you how to play the actual bass.
20 minutes later.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. I'm ready to track this song. How are you doing with the AI tool?
I can't get him to not play this stupid note. I just want him to play A. Just stay on the A for sake.
Interesting.
Take all complexity down, bruh.
Is the AI overcomplicating things?
It absolutely is. Let's see.
I had a hunch.
Okay, that's better. I had to take everything that was complexity like to zero. To zero for just that bar.
Sometimes that's the way. You ready to play me your brilliant AI baseline?
I have one verse.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. I'm ready to play you the whole song.
Coming in early there, bruh. That shouldn't be an issue for us.
Oh, that's funny.
Complexity down, intensity up. What does intensity mean
yeah,
to
what does
AI?
intensity mean? See, now I'm getting influenced by the AI.
So now I've told it no fills, but when you do a fill, make it complex. I regret that instantly. Going back.
Cool, computer.
Going back.
No, computer, remember, I love your choices. I think you let the AI go crazy. You at least have to give us a chorus of it doing what it wants. Right now, you're editing it so hard.
But the thing is, I can't really let it do what it wants because I have to give it the chords because it ain't that smart.
Great. Give it all the chords and then let it do what it wants.
That's not how that would be done. You're just trying to win.
It's true. I am trying to win. Hey, I have free will. I can do whatever I want, and I'm making choices. And I think you need to give AI the same framework here. You are editing the AI. I think you need to let it rip. You need to let it rip. You need to let it perform on that last chorus, Sharon. Come on.
And nobody's going to hire me for AI bass. It's probably a good thing, actually. Bruh, you are not easy, friend.
Can I step out, make a cup of coffee, maybe have lunch,
absolutely.
come back?
100%.
You'll still be
go
working
pick up your
on
kids. Yeah, you can probably go to Everly's college graduation. I'll still be here.
Come back in a few years and you'll be working on this track. Yeah, just trying to get it to play root notes.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, it's prompting me to save. I mean, that is a good thing.
That's a good idea. Save that progress. Save that amazing baseline. I got to go back. I mean, if you're still working, I'm going to go work on mine.
Oh, go ahead. I'm working.
Done.
It took it like now I extended it. I just doubled the section. And this whole time where we were talking, it was just loading.
Crazy.
I might be faster if I just took out my bass.
Yeah, yes, I think you might. Okay, I'll be back.
BRB.
I'm going to just play this from the top one more time because I got tons of time because Sharon's still working on making the frickin' AI play root notes. 1, 2, 3,
It's fine, who cares? It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair.
Are we still recording here? Are we recording on what? Oh my God. I don't know how else to make this work for me. Can't hear it. Can't hear it, kids. Sucks. Get rid of this guy. Well, I mean, we could just go and get the pre-chorus from here. Come on.
Crazy. Oh, that's so fun. Maybe at the end I'll turn on the octave. Yeah, that's right, suckers.
Nap.
Bonk, 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 bonk. I'm so ready to play you a bass line. I can't even tell you how ready I am. I'm gonna.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the newest plot twist?
Yeah. I am.
It's not in exactly the same tempo throughout at all, like not even considering the ending. So now I'm having to go in and beat map this.
It's like a bad bass player
It's
that
really,
you hired
really, it's
because he was your
painful.
friend,
So-
right? He was your buddy,
God.
the artist's best friend, the bass player. He'll be fine, you know. And the producer's like, okay, cool, yeah.
It's just by like verse 2, it's like. And I'm like, wait, why was your 1 over here?
I think if you want more time, this is an incredible ding on the time it
I
takes.
think we need to give up on the AI, and I'll show you what I have. Because clearly, this is just... So here's the thing. I don't think the AI sucks. I just think there's so many things that you need to do that you don't have to do if you're a bassist. Obviously, if you're like a producer. And I mean, it's also a little different because if I'm writing a track and I need bass, I'm not going to have to go in and beat map my own stuff because you're like beat mapping as you're going. So it's like there's things that I had to do in order to even get it to a place because I
Yes.
can't just drag it.
Yes, you have to prep it. You have to prep
Yeah.
the whole thing
Right.
in order to match
To be
the
able to-
countless hours
Exactly.
that a bass player has spent manifesting, crafting their skills.
Exactly.
Can I play you this bass line? It's killing me. Before I
Do
forget it.
Do it.
Okay.
See, AI won't forget its shitty bass line.
I might forget mine.
Perks.
Okay.
AI wins this one. AI is not forgetful. Let me add that as a criteria. Forgetfulness. Great.
Forgetfulness. It is not forgetful. It won't be like, oh, I don't know what I did.
It might change its mind. But, all right.
Okay, here we go.
Hit me.
I'm going to let that go by. I'm going to play here.
It's fine. Who cares? It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair.
These strings here,
I know.
it's so
So
good.
beautiful.
Just need a little love and I just need a little love.
Oh, you upped the complexity there for a second.
Even if you call it love.
How about this?
I just don't love someone who calls me baby.
Octave pedal.
So you know I hate to say, but I told you so. Cookies on poison bars. Shoot another shot till it's
How'd I do compared to the AI? Bad?
Still trying.
You
I'm still
telling me
trying
I
to.
did bad?
You did horrible. You did awful. Right.
Now it's time to see how the supercomputer did.
Honestly, I like verse 1. I'm gonna put it out there.
You like it, yeah.
I like verse 1. It's not bad. It's got spunk.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I mean the tempo just gets in the way.
Oh, damn it. And now it's going to be great because you quantized it.
Wait, but
Cool.
but it still hasn't changed anything though.
Good. Play it.
Like the tempo still looks like it's just 117.
Awesome.
No, but I wanted to give it its fair due, like its fair chance. Like this is
It's
my
had
error.
plenty of time to come up with its fair due. Totally in. Okay,
Maybe
get
this
rid of that
grid is just
click,
off? All
share
right.
that audio, and play this thing.
All right, let's see how it goes.
AI just
It's fine.
playing a lot.
It's cool. You can say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. And guess I'm
That was not horrible.
the fool.
Okay.
It's a lot, but it was not horrible. At least the notes are right.
Awesome, real. I don't wanna call it art, but you don't wanna call it love.
That's
I
nice.
wanna be the one that I call baby.
It's taking me on a roller coaster ride. The low notes are cool.
Ugh, they took hours.
Yee! Yee! This makes me so happy. It's back.
It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair, and
In time, but choosing some wonky notes.
I just need
Well, because it's changing chords before the song is.
even if you call it love,
I like the pre-chorus.
You know, it did like a cool, that slide is kind of cool.
It
And
was
it's interesting
nice.
because the thing it does in the pre-chorus is actually kind of similar to what I did.
Yeah.
I played like,
Well, I changed it to E, but it does go E-A at the end.
oh, E.
Because it
G.
won't, like, it'll just play the worst notes on the planet. So let's see. It just can't get the chorus.
Sorry, little computer. I mean, don't kill me. You could put your pre-chorus in here. It would be cool.
Or, maybe it sounds better without bass.
Like,
Here's one.
bar 65. Yeah.
Well,
Or
that's
no, oh.
one officially. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really off
it
grid.
started to
which
drift.
is why it is struggling so hard in the chorus.
Yes, I
because
see.
its one is not aligned with whatever the thing
So
is
it
anymore.
may not be the most fair assessment of the tool, but it's interesting because, right, these tools are made to make our lives easier, right? And this was something, you have production experience.
Well, I have production experience in different software, though. Like, I'm sure there's a way for me to beat map without going through the painstaking thing of back in the day where you just have to, like, drag all the ones to the one.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And, like, that's how it determines it. I'm sure there's a way for AI to now analyze it. I just don't know how. That being said, if you don't know how either, you'd be in the same exact position. So you would need a significant amount of producer knowledge on this software in order to be able to use this effectively.
Yeah. And there's another option.
Hire Ian.
It's so fascinating because there's so many aspects of a bass line and sound that you just totally take for granted, like attack sound, note cutoff, like when the notes end, the space between the notes, like the gaps between the notes. You know, and it's that's not bad though. Like if that were in a track, I mean, and this has been happening forever, right? Like people programming bass lines. But you had to go in, you had to change the sliders, and then probably because you have a great musician brain and ear, you would even go in and manipulate that more. And it would take you more time.
Maybe because you want to, like, compensate. Okay, here we
I
go.
can't wait for this. What did you just do?
Me neither. I made a Motown version.
Oh, hell yeah. Motown. Crank it.
Oh, I like how he's starting early as well. All right. No.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even give him chords. He's like, you know what? I can do this.
I'm gonna play now. Cool. Now is now the right time to play.
Ellie, I'm so nervous.
It's fine, it's cool. You can say
Right.
that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. And guess
Oh,
Right.
it's
the fool.
janky.
With their arms out like an angel through the gosh unreal. I don't wanna call it art, but you don't wanna call it love. You wanna be
Oh, damn!
alive, baby. If you saw 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot to stop the feeling. You could say
And now he gets distracted
Oh,
by
I gotta
tempo
say,
issues.
it's funny because that does sound Motown-esque. It's just obviously like the wrong feel. It completely distracts you from the song.
If I take intensity down here, will it like take some of the grunge out? Not really. What does intensity do?
It's like how hard
hard
the AI is
picking,
picking, right? Ooh. It's funny. The slides are not slides of a. It doesn't sound like you don't get the fret. You know, it's not this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get that, and so it sounds like a mod wheel on a keyboard. You know
it
what
is.
though, Sharon? You know what would be cool to use this for though? Like, say you were hired to do something. And you weren't scared of the AI, right? And you decided to like throw it in and see what it made. And then inevitably there'd be a little something in it that you would think, ooh, that's kind of sweet. And you would
Because
take
it'll do
that.
something that you wouldn't do.
Yes. You would take it maybe as inspiration. Or if you were hired to program and you wanted to program sound, you could keep sort of refreshing the ideas until you found something that you thought, ooh, that's cool. And you could build your idea off of that. It's not yet, I think, the solve for give me a dope bass line. There's no like dope bass line button that just makes it happen.
Though. Here's the thing. I don't think you can, like, let's say we love these settings,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to do like a second take
Yeah.
with these settings. You can't do that. So I would have to change something in the parameters in order for it to give me another line, at which point I am messing with what I like. You know what I'm
Interesting.
saying?
You could probably just though open up another track
Well, that's a good question. Can we? Let's see.
and just
Duplicate that.
have it do it again. Caveat, we don't know the software. There might be people screaming
Probably. I mean,
like
again, Ableton. I also like that humanize just means more in time versus less in time. Which is like human sucks, computer does not suck, which is really funny.
Oh, that's great.
And yet we have the chorus here.
I feel
even
like
if I
it's time
turn
to
this
give some
down-
ratings and do some evaluation.
All right, let's do this.
I feel like it's time.
All right, style appropriate, Ian.
Style appropriate.
Appropriate.
I think that I think the user of the AI has to have,
The sense of what is appropriate
Yes.
and what is not in order to put in the right parameters and choose to take things down or put things up in order to see whether it is like actually
right.
appropriate. Yeah. So yes, but takes work.
Takes work, for sure. Okay.
Human. I would say you are style appropriate.
You do? Like,
I
can't
do
rate
think-
myself.
It does differ from human to human though.
Oh, of course. For sure it does. There is no general human.
Exactly. So like I lucked out. I got you here.
Yeah, because, there might be someone else that would make completely different choices. And I mean, what they choose for the record is not something it would never be my first instinct. I would always choose to sort of defer to the vocal and then let a producer tell me let's come up with a part, or let's come up with something that is like I would never play ever in a verse.
It sounds kind of AI, actually.
It does. I know, right?
Yeah.
It might have been, or it might have been, it sounds like it's probably programmed at
It
the
is
very
programmed.
least.
From, I think it's the producer, drums, bass, and everything.
Yeah,
So
sure.
likely programmed. So Hooman, Ian, yes.
Yes.
Depends on Hooman, though.
Dependent on
Great.
Hooman. Okay.
Sound versatility. I would say no, since you can't actually like I can't change this to an upright bass but keep the same line.
I wonder though if that's true. I mean, like with MIDI, if you made it MIDI, you might be able to
Yes.
do that. So then you would take your performance, you'd convert it to MIDI, and then you could use any sound. But again, you have to have then you have to have a library of sounds, and you have to have
Exactly.
the know-how.
Needs extensive know-how.
Yeah. But I will say sound versatility with a human, you have to then have an extensive maybe collection of basses and pedals.
Ian, yes. Depends on Hooman, though. It's the exact same answer.
Depends on human, right?
Efficiency.
Yeah. Oh, efficiency. Interesting. How long did this take you to craft the intro, verse, and chorus?
All right. Again, this also is like my fail, though, because I don't know how to use the software. But if you are new to the software, this would be a perfect example of what you would be faced with. It was not efficient at all. It's efficient if you're creating a track from start to finish, I think, and you have like your tempo and you have the chords that you're inputting, so it knows, like, it's just going to adapt exactly what you're doing. And then in that sense, it would be efficient. If you're trying to just add a bass line and all you have is a stem, which is essentially or like a master, which is what you got,
Yeah.
it would be a pain in the ass.
I think that, of course, efficiency depends on the human, for sure. But for me, it was about hearing it, getting a sense of what the chords were doing, being thrown off by Sharon's assessment of the pre-chorus, coming back to thinking that's probably just a 2-chord, and then coming up with something that I liked. And I was ready to go. Probably, I mean, will have been edited down, but I was probably ready to go with like a first take of a bass line in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, you were 40 seconds before our timer went off. You were like, Shaz, what's up?
Let's go.
So, yeah. AI depends on the human.
I suppose, right? It depends on the prompting. Sure, but again,
Right.
not a super fast solve.
Human and setting, actually.
Yeah.
Because, again, if I was composing in Logic, it would work. It would just read everything that I've already inputted. But that only works if you're adding bass last.
Right.
If you're trying to start with bass, you need something in order for it to give you a bass line.
Right. How about fun? Was it a blast? Was it a barrel of monkeys, Shaz? Put that bass line together?
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. It's like, this is entertaining, and you're like, you do something and you're like, oh no, not that. But
Right.
it's like, it's kind of fun to like see what technology can do, especially as a bassist. It's like, oh, that wasn't half bad. Like, I really like what it did on the pre-chorus every single time.
Totally. Yeah, it
like,
was
oh,
cool.
that was sweet.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, and I will say what can be, it can be fun to work with somebody you like, right? So again, depends on the human. But something that is not fun about session tracking is that sometimes it takes a long time for someone to get the tracks to you. And then you have to go back and forth, right? You have to, email or text the session bass player and say, oh, could you try this on the pre-chorus? So I totally understand why a producer or an artist would just want to do it, because you can do it now. And even if it doesn't come up with something amazing the first time, it might a little bit over time, and you're not, the bass player we hired is on family vacation, right?
You early on, you said you rarely get tracks. If you're tracking bass, you rarely get any tracks without like a demo
Yes.
of some sort. If I compose a track and I gave you this guy as my demo, would that throw you off? Or
You mean
this
you
would be helpful?
gave me the AI baseline?
Yeah, like let's say I wrote a track and then I just did I tossed the AI on did a little bit of like wiggling with it, and then I give it to you. Is that a useful bass demo for you, or no?
It's always useful to have more, because then you get a sense of what the artist likes. And then you ask questions like, do you like the scratch? Sometimes what I do is I just play what they played on the scratch, but with a real bass sound that's going to have the realistic sounding slides and approaches and tone and articulation.
Right.
Like it sounds like a human, but they want the part, but they just want it humanized by a human. So
Right.
I do that a lot. And sometimes people will say, no, it's totally just bad MIDI bass or temp bass. So that's just to hear the chords. So don't pay attention to it in terms of motion or complexity. Do your own thing, but that's where I want the root motion to go. So there's that's the range from I really like it, just make it more human, to I don't like it at all, do your thing, but at least it's a little something.
All right. Yeah, the energy, I guess, gets kind of conveyed.
Yeah.
All right, so fun. I'd say there's a wide range of not fun to fun. Not.
Similar with humans. You had fun. You had fun
I
with
did
that
have fun.
complex, weird bass line that it spit out at you. I had fun too. It was fun to
Was
listen
I
to,
laughing?
honestly.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's fun. But I would say it might, it's fun for this video, but it might be incredibly frustrating if you were on a time crunch trying to get a cool bass line, right?
Yeah.
Like then it might not be fun. This is very low stakes, right? Because we're doing this for YouTube. But if you were
That's
trying to do this for an artist, they're going to be at the studio. They want to hear something soon, right? Like,
Who is using this AI bassist? Because it's not going to be the guy who produced this track, because he clearly can, like, he can play keyboard
something in.
bass.
Yeah, right.
And he'll be fine. So
probably singer-songwriters, right? Emerging. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the people who would use it, and I might be wrong about that, are people who would just enjoy the fact that they have this at their disposal.
Yes.
It's not going to be the people who could do something else and they're using this as a time saver, because it's not a time saver for those people.
Yeah,
like,
fair
I
point.
would have been done playing the bass, playing it even on synth bass
Totally.
way earlier than this.
Yes. Right.
All right, next, price. All right, Ian.
Listen,
$199.
you get what you pay for, though. I gotta say.
I would not pay $199 for this bass line.
Right. I mean, obviously, if this comes with Logic, $199, it's a no-brainer. It's a tool. It's one of many tools you can use to create music. Is it going to create the best bass line you've ever heard? Maybe. Probably not. It won't ever feel, at least not now, does it feel like a human playing the bass. That said, you may not want that. It's fine. But it's just different. It's not a replacement yet. Thank God. At least I don't see it as that at all. It's not like, oh, well, now this thing does it faster, better, cheaper. Like, it doesn't tick all the boxes for professional use, but it's a great idea generator, I think.
Agreed. I agree.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper than hiring me to play on a record. But you get what you pay for, Shaz. Ding.
Forgetfulness.
The AI never forgets.
Well, is this a good thing, though? Because as I mentioned earlier,
right.
I don't think there is a way for me to be like, hey, do exactly these parameters, but just give me a different take. Like, forget the previous take and do something else.
Right.
I'm not seeing anything that allows me to do that.
Well, yeah, it's not intuitive, at least. And, again, you could make it a MIDI file and then move the notes around in the MIDI file. But then again, that's all you. That's creative. That's up to you versus generative, where you'd want to say, like, I mean, it probably already exists in some other way, but you'd want to say, give me 4 takes of this.
Right.
And go crazy at the end of take 4. And, right, you'd want to prompt something
Yes.
to give you variation. And that's not
Absolutely.
what the Logic AI is doing yet.
So I would say not forgetful
Yeah.
to a fault.
To a fault. Yeah.
Ian, how forgetful are you?
I mean, when I lock into something, I'm not super forgetful. I feel like I hear something pretty quickly and I want to, I remember it. Or if I need to, I try to record the idea. So I wouldn't say that I'm super forgetful, but I'm really thinking about parts. I love parts more than anything else. I love them more than fills. I love them more, like intentionality around bass playing is my favorite thing ever. So, I'm certainly more forgetful than an AI that's looping the same thing over and over, but I think it is a charming amount of forgetfulness.
That's how I'm going to write that down. Charming amount of forget.
Sharon,
If I
what
have to choose
Yeah.
a winner,
I want to know who you think won.
I will admit defeat. Was I part of the problem with AI? Yes. But I mean, you can't have AI without the I, so...
Oh my God. Is that you? Did that come from your brain just now? Incredible.
In this specific situation,
You cannot
I was
have it.
definitely a part of the problem. But it didn't make it easy for me, which is the whole point of AI.
Right.
Like, it's not like, I mean, it's like going into ChatGPT and being like, give me the results for this, and it giving you completely like whack results and making you go write 17 prompts in order to get to
Right.
the thing, and it's still not perfect, and you still have to write.
Yeah,
your
like if
final, like,
ChatGPT gave you insane misinformation.
Exactly.
Right.
And you have to go in and you have to fact check it and you have to go, like, there's a lot of groundwork that had to happen in order for me to do this. But I would like to try it in different settings and see whether it would be more useful in like a setting where I'm not having to rely on a beat mapped like track and stuff. I would try it again. I would give it another chance. I have not completely given up on AI.
I think for me, maybe you learn how to play the bass, scottsbasslessons.com, right? Or you hire somebody that can play the bass for something that you have real attachment to, for something that's important to you. But I think AI is an awesome tool for prompting your own creativity, letting it play, hearing something, and then going, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I should do something like that. I think it's totally fine for that, but it is not a finished product maker just yet.
Just yet.
I know it's coming though.
If you want to see us struggle against AI some more, like and subscribe. Also, if you want to learn how to play the actual bass, you should like and subscribe as well. We do more of that, actually.